Today I am super excited to share with you guys. We are going to be cutting open this beautiful clutch of eggs from an awesome pairing. You don't want to miss this. Stick around.
My name is Nick Pulaski. Growing up, I have always had a passion for wildlife, and with that passion, along with my passion of filmmaking, I get taken on some amazing adventures creating wildlife content, getting up close with a variety of incredible animals. So come follow along as I pursue my goals of educating, inspiring, exploring, and conserving wildlife, all while having fun, seeing the beauty in our natural world.
What's going on, everyone? Thank you so much for joining me here today. So we have a really exciting clutch to cut open today, paired by these two snakes right here. And this male right here is my hypo ultramel pied male right here. And over here, this is my NJP clown possible gene X heifer pied. So we do actually have the odds of hitting a recessive today, that being the pied gene. So really cool. I'm overall really excited with this pairing. These parents are just beautiful, and I have been looking forward to this pairing all year long, really since I've been raising these guys up, especially this beautiful girl right here. Originally I was just trying to get her into the clown pied project, but then I decided let's push the project a little bit further with this beautiful boy right here, and I personally cannot wait. So let's put down these beautiful parents right here and let's check out the clutch of eggs. Alright guys, so here we go. So we have this clutch from that pairing that we were just talking about, and we did actually lose one of the eggs unfortunately during the incubation process. Things just happen. It is what it is. Some of these eggs just suddenly just go bad midway through, and you know, it could be one reason or another. We really don't know exactly, but I mean, at the end of the day, these things do happen. So let's talk about odds for a second here. So if we cut out the possible gene X from the mix, we do have the potential of 25% odds. So the 25% odds, we do have quad heads for pied, ultramel, hypo, and clown. I have to remember all these guys. I know I've been tripping it up for the past couple videos, and people have been correcting me on those things, and thank you so much, and correct me again if I screw this up too. I know my genetics is just sometimes when you're listing a whole bunch of genes, sometimes it gets kind of scrambled a little bit. But yeah, so we have the hets for those, and then for another 25% we would have pied that are triple het for hypo, clown, and ultramel, which would be really exciting to hit on as well too. Along with, we would have NJP pies that are triple het as well, and then we would also have NJPs that are quad hets as well. So really exciting. Obviously if we add gene X into the mix, we advance the odds as well too, but we're going to put this as a base layer that gene X is not involved. But if it is, I think that would be personally pretty cool. So hopefully we hit on something that replicates those. We won't really know from these windows that we're cutting, but as time goes on, make sure to stay tuned, follow the channel, and check for updates of this clutch, because there is going to be a lot of updates going on for these eggs and checking out and seeing exactly what came out of these eggs. I'm super stoked. But enough talking, let's dive in and see what these babies look like, shall we? So we are over the 60-day mark right now. These guys are starting to rip open their eggs right now, but we have the 4 eggs right here looking great, sunken in. And I am just super excited to kind of dive into these guys. Like I said, this has been a clutch that I have been waiting on ever since I've been raising these guys up. And that female I have raised up since she was a little baby from Brad Boa Reptile. Shout out to Kevin and Brad. They are doing phenomenal stuff over there, so make sure to check them out as well too. But I was super stoked when I saw that girl, and I knew I had to jump on her. And she is about to pay off some beautiful babies for sure. But here we are. Egg number 1. Hopefully you guys like this setup a little bit better now that I got a utility cart. Things kind of are a lot easier nowadays with this utility cart, that's for sure. Now, I've discussed this in the past. We are not going to be hurting the babies whatsoever. We are just cutting a small window right in here. You might see some goo from the egg, the embryonic fluid. You might see a little bit of blood. That is not the baby, that is just a blood vessel. But we're just going to open a little window right here and take a look at what we got. See what's behind door number 1 here. Very hard to tell what this would be right from underneath here. We look like we're looking at the belly of this guy right here. It's very hard to say. I don't know. I would probably have to say TBD on this guy right here, just because we don't really know too much based on what we are looking at right here. It looks kind of interesting though. I am not too sure potentially if gene X may be involved, just kind of basing it off of this patterning. Could be just basically like quad markers too that we're potentially seeing as well too. That could come into play, but we're kind of looking at the belly right there. So I don't really know exactly what that first one is. Kind of a mystery. Leave your guesses down below what you guys think we're going to potentially hit in this clutch. I would love to hear in the comments. Along with, I would love to hear how your guys' seasons are going as we are approaching August. I know a lot of people have been hitting on some really cool things recently throughout this breeding season, which is always great to hear. And now, egg number 2. And yeah, I know it's been funny too. Like I said, the genetics just, especially as things have been kind of transpiring with like more genes. Ooh. This is definitely a pied. Whether it be NJP as well too, TBD, and to be determined. But that is definitely a pied right there. So cool. Second egg in and we've hit a pied. How awesome is that? So cool to be hitting on that. But yeah, I can't tell really what this little guy is. Or girl. We don't know that either. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be really exciting as these guys kind of absorb and kind of get out of the eggs, really what we're going to be hitting on these guys. And obviously too, if you've been keeping in tabs with social media, I've been updating all these clutches both on Instagram and TikTok. The prior clutch that we cut open in July, or excuse me, the prior clutch that we cut open in June is doing great. And we are just happy that they are doing well. They are on food, taking meals like champs. Ooh, this looks NJP. NJP by itself. It's so hard to tell. It's very interesting patterns. So I am questioning if Gene X is also involved with these. But very interesting. I'm so excited for these guys to come out because this has been one of those clutches that I've been looking forward to the most. Just because I've been raising that girl up. Super excited to finally be working with her. But the final egg right here. What exactly are we thinking? And I know it's like crazy that we're cutting eggs and we're about to question this, but what are you guys excited for in terms of production and working on for your upcoming season as well too? I want to hear those down the bottom. Me personally, I want to see what else I can pair potentially to this NJP Clown Het Pied Pas Gene X girl and see what we get. Alright, door number 4. Another pied! Oh my gosh! So out of the odds, 2 pieds. This one might be NJP. Beautiful! Oh my goodness. This is really exciting. Regardless, I'm just happy that they're healthy and happy looking. And doesn't look like there's any issues with these guys whatsoever. But oh my gosh, what a stunner for sure. Let's make this focus in on these guys right here. So we'll double check the focus again just to make sure. But oh my gosh, just absolutely stunning between that one, this one right here, this one over here, the other pied over here, and lastly, this one right here that kind of looks like a mystery. I'm not really sure what this is. This could just be... Man, it's so hard to say what this guy is right here. We'll kind of see what the pattern looks like as it comes out. But oh my gosh, at least 2 pieds out of this that are going to be really cool. Potentially maybe an NJP pied in this at least. So that would be really exciting as well too. Regardless, I'm just super stoked. Hitting on babies, really exciting stuff that is just going to kind of push the envelope further on these projects and really see what the future holds in terms of hitting on some quad recessives along with some other different projects that we are working in the gene pool as well too, whether they're quads or not. Personally, I like things that are also simplistic, so we may also work with these animals in terms of making some more simplistic combinations too that don't need and require a lot of different genes in them and a lot of recessives in them as well too. But it's always cool to kind of have these in your back pocket to also push that envelope a little bit further as well too. So again, once these guys come out of the egg, once these guys are starting to establish, you guys will be the first to know, so make sure to check us out on social media, TikTok and Instagram. We will be posting updates there, along with on the channel as well too. We'll be posting updates here as well too. Just a really exciting time overall. So excited to be working with these eggs. Again, we have one more clutch in the incubator that is cooking, that is actually paired to that same father, which is the ultramale pied hypo, paired to the triple hats female. So in hopes we may be hitting on triple visuals, so that would be really exciting too, to kind of round out the year, finishing off with that final clutch in the incubator before we turn off the incubator for the season. It's going to be really exciting to see what we hit in that clutch, and that will determine too, like holdbacks and everything that's for sale. We're going to be determining all that and making sure we know exactly what's happening there. So make sure to stay tuned on everything there so you can see updates and all the projects and all the things that are going to be for sale as well too. As always guys, I appreciate you guys so much. Again, I want to hear your project projects for the season as well too, so leave those in the comments below. I want to hear from you guys. So thank you guys so much again for watching. If you guys could do me a few favors, if you could like the video, subscribe to the channel, I would greatly appreciate it, as well as hit that notification bell so you know when we upload. Definitely check us out on social media. Like I said, we've been posting updates of the prior clutch, we'll be posting updates of this clutch right here, all sorts of things with the reptiles that we own as well too, and all the adventures we go on, so you don't want to miss those things. And as always guys, I appreciate your ongoing support. Truly means the world to me. We're having fun here, we always are, and this is an exciting time for sure, so I wanted to share all these exciting moments with you guys. So thank you guys for joining me here today, and until next week, we will see you guys soon. Take care.